Hello and welcome back to Minnesota. The get of Fenris Sept. Pause as are formed in continual sentences, but nonetheless we meet with Juno, the young get of Fenris Clear, making quite the name for herself, doing many different interesting things around Sept, so to say. She is currently sat down by the bank of near the lake, a frequent spot where she goes to, mainly to get quiet, out of the way, just peace. There's times where even Juno doesn't like being around people, not even her own family. They know about everything, especially Felix and Freya, but that's not the point. Nothing better than just staring out, thinking on your own thoughts. And as she sits there on the bank, knees kind of pulled up, cigarette in mouth, making the best steam train impression that she can do, she finishes it off, snuffs it out on her knee, adds it to the pile of butts on her left hand side, getting quite a prominent little pile there, and she just instantly pulls out another one, puts it in her mouth, lights it, continues to blow out those heavy, deep breaths as she just stares out over the open lake.
And wouldn't you know it, she is not the only one who likes these lakeside gazings. Ironically, not usually Charlotte, but she has cast a glance outside to see if Maria was there from the other pack house, which is in fact quite close to the lake, and has spotted Juno just kind of sitting all pensive like off by herself. Which, eh? So she has gone rooting through the fridge, snagged out one of her energy drinks for herself, snagged out another, tosses one in the shirt pocket, and hollers out to Damon that she's heading out, gonna be down by the lake, and we'll go ahead and just tromp out the door and start to casually tromp her way out to the edge of the lake.
All right, you, as Tom puts on ST hat, because why not? I have to. It's reactionary. So as you make your way out to the lake, Charlotte, you notice it's a nice evening. It's not overly sunny. It's pretty overcast. It's coming up to probably late afternoon at this point. You see her back is towards you, kind of off to the side. You're approaching from the southeast towards her. She doesn't really move all that much, just staring. Yeah, you can see her long hair, that the right hand side kind of folded over her shoulder as it just kind of drifts in the wind slightly. The left, is tightly braided back, going all the way back down her skull, kind of in a half, almost like it would be shaven kind of style.
Well, hot damn. Yeah, no, Charlotte's gonna come on up, and as she's getting into well, probably speaking range, will holler out a yo as she continues tromping forward, meaning to just kind of walk up alongside her, but not about to go and startle a get if she's in a pensive moment. That seems like a terrible fucking idea.
You awkwardly, yo. She turns, and Charlotte, you're met with that stare. You're not too sure if she's agitated, calm or whatever. It's just that deadpan stare, and it just seems to cut through you slightly. Just that almost unnerving slight. It's just not the nicest thing.
You know what? Charlotte has noticed that Juno has a remarkably well developed resting bitch face.
Beautifully, in fact.
Stunningly, even.
It's
And
not, it's not free, bitch face.
that's quite the bitch face. Hey. Now, she will go ahead and continue walking up because, well, let's face it, it would probably be more unnerving if it wasn't kind of her resting state to uncannily stare at things. So she's gotten a little used to the idea that this is just how Juno looks at people half the time. And so she'll trump up into range and stop standing alongside her, offer out the hand with one of the energy drinks in it. Can unopened.
She looks at it, looks at you.
You want one?
Are you offering it to her?
Yeah.
She'll reach with the hand that's got the cigarette in between the index finger and the middle finger, and she'll take it.
Yeah, it's kind of poked out in that, here, take this. It's dangerous to go alone.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, precisely.
She, it's, for what all intents and purposes, it is a smirk, a half smirk. You see the lips move a fraction of a millimeter in the sense of, holy shit, the bitch face moved slightly.
Aha! Success.
As she nods. Thanks.
Mind if I pull up some dirt?
I'm not gonna stop you.
Cool. And yeah, she doesn't even like do that, like a delicate folding or graceful like flowing to the ground. No, she just kind of half flops onto her ass. She's wearing jeans. This is what jeans are for, right? They're supposed to get dirty. It's fine. So yeah, she kind of gets half crouched down and just flops back onto her rear, pulls the other can out of her pocket, pops it open nigh immediately as soon as she's not like rocking from hitting the ground.
Juno looks at you as you literally flop, landing a little heavy.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't say anything. She just looks at you and turns back to look out at the lake. She reaches in her pocket in the shirt that she's wearing. Actually, no. No, she reaches in the top of her bra.
Gasp.
And pulls out the pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, it seems more like her.
Pulls open the top and just offers it towards Charlotte. She's not looking at you, she's staring at the lake.
And you know what? Charlotte gives a shrug. She's not a chain smoker by any means, but she has smoked a cigarette here or there. So yeah, she'll shrug and will accept one of the cigarettes.
She puts them back where they came from. And she'll offer you a light.
Yeah, she pops it in her lips and does the pocket pat and then glances over, mouth half cracked open to ask, and oh hey, lighter. How convenient. It'll be oh, thanks. And she'll snag that and light it and offer the lighter back nigh immediately, because you gotta be careful for the autopilot, put it in your pocket. Can't have that shit. Right.
Especially with a Get sat next to you. That's a challenge.
Stealing from a Ragabash, never a good idea.
She takes it and pockets it back. It's that, couple seconds awkward silence before Juno lets out a deep breath. They're blowing that smoke pretty heavily outwards. So, about what I said the other day. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, the pack thing that everyone Melanie got all up in arms about?
Emergency circumstances.
I mean, I can't blame you for activating emergency protocol in response to me activating emergency protocol.
Plus, I was a little tense.
And she will note, because there is such a blatant difference to anyone who smokes regularly. Charlotte is not a habitual smoker. She holds the drink in one hand, the cigarette in the other type thing. She holds it awkwardly up at the tip of the fingers, as opposed to casually down by her hand. And she certainly doesn't take the kind of hits that Juno does. She doesn't seem to have an issue with it. I mean, she's obviously smoked before, but yeah, it's kind of comically noob quality smoking, as hilarious as that may be. So she'll kind of comically have to transfer the cigarette first, but reaches out to give her kind of a casual pat on the shoulder. It was a pretty tense situation. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah.
Besides, like, in the end, kind of flattering. She, like, quirks a side grin. That lopsided grin.
You are bestowed with the honor by a half smirk. An obvious half smirk at that. She takes another hit from the cigarette. You know, you can see just the ash just slowly grinding out the bottom. She takes like basically a full lung and then a bit more. And just blows it out. Heavy, long breaths. Flicks off the ash on the end.
Half the cigarette's gone.
Basically.
Jesus. Nope. Charlotte is comparatively dainty and working very, very slowly through this. In fact, you know, after the pat, reaches back to snag it from the other hand so that she feels more secure in taking a swig out of her energy drink, because Nos is delicious.
So, how are you holding up?
Everything's terrible and we're all gonna die? Seems like a pretty good summation, really.
Yeah.
Like, they spend the whole cub time going, you know, everything's terrible and we're all gonna die, but you don't appreciate it till you see that everything's terrible and you actually might die.
Yeah. I'm just pretty bad at it. Kind of leans back, and, you know, as she does, she leans back onto her right arm. That kind of lounging almost as one leg straightens out. And you can quite clearly see the crop top she's wearing. Those huge gashes all the way across her abdomen.
And one of the blonde eyebrows, like, quirks up and she shoots another kind of teasing grin back. I mean, of all the things to be bad at, I'd say you chose a pretty good one.
Yeah. That's the closest I've been. She kind of looks down at the stomach.
I mean, she got it pretty close even just last time. How do you get any closer than that?
I'm probably just going crazy, but when you're passed out for a day and you literally have to stuff your own intestines back inside your stomach while someone's carrying you about 5 miles.
There's an appreciative, like, ugh face. You know, you'd think they wouldn't have spared the gory details telling a story, but they seem to have spared just a touch of the gory details. I will treasure that mental image forever.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. Came out of nowhere. We were winning the fight. Last one did a runner. I ain't gonna let him get away. Takes it up a long hit of that cigarette.
Nope.
Almost finishing it off.
It's just like, no, I don't imagine you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't seem to Be big on doing things halfway.
Why would I? I'm not somebody who takes half measures.
Nope. No, you're not.
That's how you get killed.
You know what? You probably know better than I do. So I'm gonna take that one at face value.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's an idle shrug. Like, what happened the other day is pretty much the most action I've seen. And you have obviously seen a lot more of it than I have, so I bow my head to experience. And while she's a touch impish, she certainly seems sincere.
You glasswalkers are funny. Can never really put my hand on a stereotype.
Yeah. Which one?
What was that? What did you say? I missed it.
Oh, sorry. She said, which one?
I don't know a lot. A lot of glasswalkers. But everyone is so different. It's quite interesting. She does then put the cigarette in her mouth and finishes it off and just flicks it off into the now growing pile again.
And Charlotte heaves a shrug. I guess we just don't. I don't know. Most people around here seem to have the same idea about a lot of stuff. And we get the idea, but I guess we just don't let the nation change who we are. So we're just really obnoxious people who can turn into giant monsters. And we do when we need to, and we don't when we don't.
But what about if you're born into the nation?
I mean, I couldn't say. Like, my dad died before I was born, so I mean, I grew up playing with. And she jerks the thumb over her shoulder at the house. Grew up playing with Maria and Damon, but I didn't know. Bet mom did, but no, I didn't know, and I didn't know shit until
Till it happened.
yeah. Thankfully, not as disastrous as I hear it goes for most people, but
No
but yeah.
blood.
Oh no, no.
Interesting for a fellow dogs.
Yeah. Um. My mom's a real, capable kind of woman, I guess. I didn't get to lay a hand on her, thankfully. But yeah. And then we got to move states and states away. Follow Maria and Damon. Because my mom knows their dad. And it had sucked that they'd moved, and I didn't know why. But it came pretty self-evident when we showed up and came here. Well, I came here. I mean, Mom obviously can't come.
Why not?
Because she's not one of us.
Not even kin.
There's kind of a hapless shrug there. I don't know. We never really got into it. But, I guess so. Because I can't imagine how else she would have survived me going all rar rar rar. What with the delirium being a fuck of a drug.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I suppose. But, no, I didn't know shit. And I guess, I mean, from what I hear, even the ones that do, I mean, like I said, we're not as big on the haul in and war format unless it's absolutely the planned tactic. So she heaves a casual shrug. So I guess even the ones that are, knowing, it's still kind of different. It's a different outlook on it, really. Finally pops up the cigarette and takes another, not nearly as deep draw off of it. Just kind of a pensive little puff off it.
Huh. That's interesting. But your dad. You know how he died?
Sort of. I know it was on a mission. I know, their dad. She jerks her head towards the house again. I think he was there, actually. But he doesn't really like talking about it. Seems like they were pretty close. But I know he was a glasswalker. I know he was a fuck of a sniper. And I guess he got too close to the action.
And she'll reach over and actually, for the first time, pick up that energy drink and hold it in the air. To Charlotte's dad. Died with honor fighting the worm.
She starts to open her mouth to give a name, but as Juno continues, just decides against it and clinks cans.
And she basically downs half the can in one.
I mean, Charlotte, for what it's worth, takes a good healthy swig, but she ain't no chugger, really. So
she sets it back down next to the pile of cigarette butts.
Yeah, name was Felix. Can't remember all the deed names. I know I've heard them here and there. I think one of them was Rocks Your Socks. Probably explains why I'm a little bit of an asshole.
Glasswalkers.
Yeah. Who's a Thayerch, though? Definitely not my shit. Kind of scuffs a hand up through her hair.
Definitely not my shit either. Sure, maybe, but not mine.
But yeah, that's how that went. As far as I know. It's kind of, I don't know. You'd think there'd be more to hear. But maybe it's because that was all back in New York. Maybe the stories just didn't travel that far. Maybe they're being recorded a different way. I don't know.
Maybe one day you'll go up there and find out.
That'd be some shit.
Don't see why not.
I mean, I hear New York is hell.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah, probably. Oh, that's how we came out here. We were living in like New Jersey. We were like right next to the state line, even, and Mom came here instead of there.
I don't know. I've never really been out of state.
She shrugs. Kind of the same shit everywhere, really. Not quite as cold down there.
I think the furthest I've been is the next Karen.
Really?
She nods.
You haven't even been like a city out?
Shrugs. I don't know.
Isn't that boring?
Doesn't matter.
Why not?
I've got duty.
Well, yeah, but what happens when you've done all your duties?
My duty's never done.
Free time just isn't a thing with you, huh?
Oh, it is. There's always something that needs doing.
There's just a touch of that scrunchy face. It's a little bit of the nose wrinkle. The brows kind of come in a teeny bit. Like, now I know you're just being obstinate, essentially.
Why? Like, no. I'm busy.
You're busy?
Nods.
Thinking big, loud thoughts that need a lot of room and open space?
I was just trying to get through this pack of cigarettes as quickly as possible, but sure, that sounds better.
So you literally are just sitting here chaining through a box of cigarettes. That's busy for you. We've got to fix this. That is, you don't even know busy.
I know busy.
I don't mean like war busy. I mean like fun busy.
Blinks.
Yeah, fun is a thing. That's a thing we can do. Especially now that we can leave the park.
I know what fun is.
There are things that are fun besides staring at people until they look away and punching things.
Stares.
She's like giving her the little glance up like, eh? Kim man, essentially.
So is that all I do then, apparently? Stare and punch things?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not surprised what rumors are going around about me.
I mean, you seem to be really good at punching stuff. Not a bad thing to be good at, especially around here. I, on the other hand, am really bad at punching stuff. Look at my rep.
Sometimes you've got to learn quick.
I imagine so.
Plus, I had 4 older brothers and sisters.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm a single child.
Yeah. Especially when one of them's grown to be or what they thought would be the one to change in the family. Had to make sure that all his little brothers and sisters knew about it.
She pulls a bit of a face like, really? Essentially?
Like
kind of a skeptical look at her.
What?
They just decided he was the one who was going to change?
Oh, it was foretold.
What?
Feared shit.
Oh, yeah. Spirit bullshit.
Spirit bullshit. Looks like they were wrong. Takes another drag on the new cigarette.
Yeah, looks like it.
So they tried again and again and again.
I mean, you're here now.
Oh, yeah. I'm here now. Just me.
There is distinct awkward face. It happens.
What? I'm not exactly a born and bred guru.
I mean, if you want to get technical,
Well,
there's a little bit, just that tiny upward turn of the corner of the lips, like eh.
let's just say by the fifth child, my dad gave up on trying to raise a guru. Instead, raised a little girl.
What's wrong with that?
The little girl turned into the guru.
So, do you think I was raised any different?
No.
I mean, we kind of come from all walks, right?
Yeah. He just looks out back over the lake.
Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, I would think your family would be proud. You've done a lot of stuff. Even just as a Cleith, you've done a lot.
Just doing my bit for the nation.
No. You're doing a really big bit.
Nice to know people think so.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point you're doing both our shares of bits. Which is good because I suck at it. So, got to keep things in balance. Even the proverbial scales.
You're not as bad as you think you are. I know you can throw a mean punch. I saw it.
I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure that was a lucky shot. Really good lucky shot, though. She adopts like that giant dorky grin.
Oh, yeah. Funnily enough, even I thought about it.
Thought about what?
I thought I'd take my chance with a lucky shot when one big bad Arun decided he wanted to challenge me. It worked.
I mean, hey.
What? I don't think he's going to be liking what happened, though.
What exactly went down with that? I heard you kicked someone's ass. Like, it was a big deal, but I haven't really been out.
The, Alfred Karen, my aunt, came to dinner. Brought her pack. One of them decided to get feisty. Adrian Arun.
Are you fucking serious? Like, her eyes start getting bigger.
And she just nods. Formerly known as Hammerfist. Decided he wanted to challenge.
Challenge over what?
The fact that he thought he could beat me with an inch of my life. The usual family affair.
I think people use the term challenge a bit too liberally around here. But yeah, spoiling for a fight.
Of course, when the alpha of a Karen bids it conditionally, you're not going to say no. Plus, if he wants to get Leary in my fucking house, I dare him.
Yeah, pretty bad fucking form. There's actually kind of a cringe there because she can only imagine how explosively that would have gone with her usually staying with Fiona. She's learned a couple things. Yeah, that's ooh. Yeah, that's bad.
Let's just say I'm a lot tougher than he thought.
Yeah, no shit. Holy shit, and Adrian.
His own fault.
Yeah. But
should know
damn.
better at that age. Not to fuck with a ragabash like that.
Guess not. Jeez.
So he's probably coming for my head again.
I mean, I bet he's not your biggest fan.
Shrugs.
Jesus. Oh, we make friends so well around here. She sits down the can and kind of plops a hand behind her so she can slump back onto it. And shakes her head faintly.
What?
Nothing really. Just
We've got a surprising amount in common, though, when you think about it. She just nods idly. You know, the raising of the eyebrows, lazily blinking.
She flicks a curious glance aside.
Both of us raised. Albeit different places. But the baseline's the same. We didn't know what was going to happen, did we?
Nope.
Although I doubt you got married.
No. No, that is a thing that I did not do. You got married?
She nods. She holds up her, I think, left hand. But this is Tom being a dum-dum. Holds up her left hand. You can see there's like a bit of a, not like a mark, but like a discoloration of the skin on her, you know, the wedding finger, where you think the ring would have been at one point.
Is it like discoloration or like a tan line, essentially?
Like when she changed, that didn't really change too quick.
Oh, yeah. Some permanent bruising there.
A bit of bruising. It's a bit like, it's not like ripped open or anything, but you can see like the line of where, you know, it once was.
Ugh. Oh. Wait. But you were. So were you like knowing at all, or?
Like I said, by the fifth child, he gave up. Instead, just raised a normal family. Best he could. My mom helped.
Jeez. So, like, I just went off and married the high school sweetheart or something?
Oh no, it was arranged.
Ew. Horrid. We still do that? That's a thing?
Blinks. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, in most of the civilized world, you pick for yourself. And I mean, parental approval is nice, but not required.
Blinks.
Yeah. Arranged marriages are, I mean, especially in this country, like unheard of. And
Glass
not,
walkers.
I mean, sorry for the decidedly human perspective, but I didn't know that was a thing in the nation.
What can I say? Get blood runs strongly through my veins. Sometimes you don't get the choice when you're like that.
I mean, you don't feel any kind of way about getting, I don't know, married off to broodmare some pure-blooded kids or something?
At the time, I didn't.
Jesus. She finally takes a much harder pull off the cigarette, just as if it will somehow clear that thought from her mind. Okay. Did it at least go alright? Like, was he an asshole?
Yeah, it was fine.
Is that as awkward as it sounded?
Yes.
Do I even need to peony that was awkward as it sounded?
I mean, yeah, I would advise you do.
I'm gonna.
All right. Party van. General. All
Let's
right,
do it.
yeah. Yeah, you get that. You know, it there's a bit of a stutter there. And as she finished saying it, she puts the cigarette in her mouth and drags on it hard.
You know, fine is like a code word for women, right?
Is it?
Oh, yeah, fine never actually means fine.
You want to go all Black Fury on me now?
Nah, just gonna go common vernacular on you. Whenever
Uh,
you talk to a chick about anything, in, well, not even just chicks, I guess, but whenever someone's like, oh, yeah, it's never fine. Most
it
guys
was a
just say it's a chick thing.
it was a good marriage.
There's a decidedly like measuring slash skeptical side glance going on.
Stairs.
Except,
What? I changed.
okay. I feel like there's a key thing I'm missing here that makes that not okay.
I've explained it plain as day. I changed. That's all that happened. She turns back and looks at the lake and takes another long drag of that cigarette.
I feel like I can safely make a wits roll because Charlotte is not stupid, and there's only really one condition that would make that not okay. But I'll just roll straight wits. I do surprisingly well. There will be kind of still a significant pause as gears turn, gears turn, gears turn. And then she just kind of goes, "Oh shit, was... Did you marry Guru?"
Turns back. Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Fuck. No wonder. She flops back, like literally flops back until she's laying flat on the ground, just kind of dunk. Holy shit. Whew. Please tell me you guys weren't, like, legally married? Like, paperwork and all, license and everything?
You have to get a license.
Oh, thank everything.
Oh.
Yes. Getting married legally, like, you know, if you wanted it acknowledged.
I mean, the only thing I have to the city is a credit card, and even then, I don't even carry it.
How did you get a credit card?
I don't know. My brother sorted it out.
Okay. But yeah, like, if you wanted a legal marriage by, like, human standards, there's a license and paperwork, and I mean, there's always paperwork. She kind of waves a hand idly. But yeah.
I was just, you know, license and paperwork doesn't mean shit when it's torn up.
I mean, it's still kept on record, but
I was still married in front of the spirits, so that's a different thing.
yeah, but I feel like it's a lot easier to undo that with a first change than to undo. Oh, that would be really messy.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, you guys aren't married anymore, right?
It doesn't matter.
There's like a long pause and not a stare, just kind of a worried up and down, like watching her as in hmm. It's not a solid stare. It's just kind of like watching her for some sort of tell or reaction or anything, really.
You know what? I'll give you a chance. Perception, empathy. Because she is going to roll against this one.
Okie dokie.
And you know what that means. I get purebred, isn't that right?
Yes, because it's manipulation. Fuck. About a pure breed.
Damn right it is. Princess over here. You look at her and she stares out to the lake. Now there's that couple seconds pause where she's just kind of motionless. That smoke wafting over her as the wind just kind of trickles backwards into your face, into her face as well. That hair is moving back over her shoulder that little bit. She puts her hand, the cigarette, to her mouth and takes another long, hard drag on it. Just blows it out of her nose.
And she'll finally give a very light shrug and turn to face the lake instead of keeping a side eye on her. Guess if it doesn't matter to you, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if you ever decide it does, let me know. I mean, I'm still a squirt, but at least I can talk to the right people.
I want to drag you in on that.
I mean, it seems like a cause worth being dragged into, and it's not dragging if I'm offering. Like, look, this. I'm still. Like, it sounds stupid to say, but I'm still learning. Being a Philodox only comes into play for very particular things.
All you need to know is it doesn't matter right now.
And that's fine. Just. If it does, it's not even just that it's my job, it's something I'd want to do for you.
We'll see.
Yeah, I suppose.
So what?
Hmm?
What was it that made you change?
Oh, it's gonna sound really stupid.
Oh no. I doubt it. I'm surprisingly liberal for a barbarian.
No, it's just not that kind of stupid. Just,
She smirks.
uh, have you ever been to a rave? Do you know what a rave is?
Parties with lots of lights.
Among other things, yes, lots of lights.
Lots of drugs.
Those two.
Yeah, I've been to a few with my brother and sister.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
Mom caught me sneaking out to go to one. And I was old enough to think, I'm 18, I do what I want. Like, does the little head bobble as she says it. And we got into a fight, and it got really bad. There was lots of screaming, and I lost my shit. I mean, look, I had it real nice growing up, but I didn't get out a lot. And I wanted to put my foot down, and oh boy.
You put it down pretty hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing Mom's really handy. I could never, like, years of allowance would never have made up for the kind of damage I did to the house. But yeah. Like I said, it's pretty stupid. She's like looking down at her drink. She is finally idly stuffing the butt of the cigarette and just once it's thoroughly snuffed, just drops it into the shirt pocket. But it's just kind of staring down at her drink like that's not the equivalent of first changing because I threw a tantrum. No, that's fine. It's not embarrassing at all. You understand me, soda can.
I don't think it's that stupid.
Yeah.
It's different, but it's not stupid.
I mean, I don't know. Everyone else who talks about it, it's like, oh, my life was in danger, and Bleh.
Think about it. You were doing something unorthodox, and when someone who you loved confronted you about it, you thought it was your turn to stand up for yourself, to show them that you really did have the balls to do what you were doing. And the beast, the rage, latched onto that. I don't think that sounds stupid.
And when you put it that way, it sounds pretty good.
Smirks, takes another drink.
She still looks like she is cheered up a little bit. There's that tug at the corner of her mouth again, but she still looks remarkably sheepish, really.
Just gotta learn how to tell it in the right way. Then you tell that story to the Galliards, and then it gets a lot better.
I mean, I might be teased for pulling some shit, but I don't get teased for telling too good a story. The eyes kind of widen a little bit, like, yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Eh, everyone has, like, I don't know, a thing.
A thing?
Yeah. One of the times that Aiden was talking about my dad, he said he did a lot of the same shit. Like, he was a Theurge, but he caught shit because he would kind of pull stunts. Kind of just barely touching on the edge of that Ragabash stuff. And I kind of catch the same shit because I pull some stunts, even if they really deserve it. He
As a
says into her
Philodox,
soda can.
I can respect that.
I mean, if I had to be serious all the time, I would, I don't know.
End up like me.
I was going to say be boring, but now you've made the comparison insulting. No, I don't think
Shrugs.
I could ever be quite as stone faced as you. She like pulls a really like it's like having a kid sister almost. The kind of like the this is my serious face kind of expression. Yep, no, not me. No, I can't be serious all the time. I'd die inside. Ugh. I know some of the older Philodoxes are all severe and so serious. And I don't know how they keep their sanity.
Probably don't.
Yeah, fair.
But hey, I'm the one that's allowed to question that. Winks.
There's a hand snaps up in a mock salute. Got it. Hmm. Jesus. This is morose.
What?
I was having to worry about what I was going to wear when I went clubbing.
Why would
Thought
you
it
worry
was
about that?
so important.
Mm. By the time I was old enough, I was allowed to really go clubbing. I had a husband to look after.
Blech. That sounds boring too. I hope it wasn't all bad.
Told you none of it was bad.
Okay. Awkward stare out at the water, like, huh. And she's not even doing the like serene look out over the lake. She's just like looking at the water, like, yep, that's water.
I'm gonna look there because that makes me feel slightly less. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna look there because I really don't want to meet the stare right now. I just don't want to. So hey, look, here's some water.
And you hear again, she was looking at the water, the lighter flicking. As again, she's put a new cigarette straight into her mouth, light is lighting it.
Are you literally just trying to chain through that pack as fast as humanly possible?
I mean, I could smoke 4 at once.
Ugh.
I'd probably
Okay.
throw up.
I give it to you. You are not, in fact, trying as hard as you can. You could definitely try harder.
I could. I have before.
Ugh.
This is just casual smoking.
Why would you smoke more than one at a time? What is even the point?
I don't know. Fun. And she reaches, like, leans over to her right. You know, she's looking in her back pocket, and she pulls out like a small leather wallet, essentially, and unfolds it. And inside, you see like the little the roll up of photos.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few of them that come down. She turns it towards you. There's about 6 of them in there.
Yeah, she'll counter lean to get a little closer and actually like look at him, potentially like reaching out to tilt him a little bit so she can see him properly through the plastic sheen.
And as you look down, the last one you see at the bottom is the one in question, where it is Juno with about 10 cigarettes across her entire mouth, pulling the goofy face as they're all lit. As it like there's about 3 other faces in it. 2 of them you might have seen them around Sept. You know you've seen them before. It's her brother and sister Felix and Freya, kind of in the shot as well, doing the same thing.
Oh my god!
It looks goofy as all shit. And you look through the photos; they're all really uncharacteristically goofy. And then the first one at the top is Juno smiling the brightest smile. She looked there. The no discoloration or anything around her eyes. The eyes bright, the smile bright. She's kind of like arm round, half picked up by a man who's got like a black beard, short hair. He looks pretty old. Yeah, he's got a bit of crow's feet going on, but not too much. That bit of silvering in his hair. And she just looks so happy there.
Yeah, she skims down the line to find the one and takes note, and perhaps will be caught grinning pretty openly because let's face it, seeing this many happy Juno faces back to back, like this is more in one sitting than she's seen in her entire experience up till now. And yeah, particularly when she gets to the last with like 10 cigarettes hanging out of her mouth, she's like, "Oh my god, you did throw up."
Told you. It's all right. They did too.
Holy shit. Oh man.
She reaches her and she, you know, basically offers the hand to pass it back.
And yeah, she'll go ahead and almost immediately as the hand like moves into that range, goes ahead and offers it back over.
And she folds it up and puts it back in her back pocket. And Charlotte, the contrast from what you saw in that first image to what you see now, it is something else. Like there's noticeable, then there's holy shit. It's like she's the difference between.
And then there's what the fuck happened to you?
Basically, Like you've seen the before and after pictures of someone on meth. It's kind of like that.
Oh my
That
God.
it's not like she looks fucked out of her head, but she looks just dragged, tired. You know, the pale in the skin, the darker the eyes. You know, they're kind of lazy, well, a lot lazier. Not in the fact that they're not as piercing, but the fact that they're just drooped that little bit more. You know what I mean? Like the face is just more, yeah, unsettling. She just again carries on staring pretty casually out over the lake.
So, at the risk of earning myself a punch across the head, she pauses to glance over to see if like Juno is like full ready to jump on her shit.
She raises an eyebrow, half looks at you.
Nation really did a number on you, man.
Just doing my duty.
I mean, I guess.
I'm Fenrir.
Yeah.
I am the embodiment of rage, and I am the sword of Gaia.
Yep.
I'm proud of what I am.
Yeah, but you don't look real happy.
Turns.
He shrugs a bit, eases just a little bit away, like that 1 inch of a lean away. You can be proud without being happy, but seems like it would suck.
The only thing that would suck is that if I die too early.
That is a thing that most people don't want to do. On the bright side, you're really bad at dying, so you seem to have this in the bag.
Like I said, I've been close. Doesn't mean I'm going to throw my head in there every time,
I mean, that's good to hear.
as wildly as I did.
I mean, it would have sucked if I'd said yes the other day and then you went and died. So,
Please. They were just toying with us.
yeah, they were. And it was horrifying. That thing popped up next to me while I was tiny. I'm pretty sure that I saw my life flash in front of my eyes when that thing came busting out of the ground. I was not ready.
Oh no, you'd know when that happens.
That
Trust me.
is probably true and not even a little reassuring.
It's not. It's not the best thing to look at. And she takes another hard drag on that cigarette.
Oh, God. So, here's a trick question for you. Outside of Guru's stuff and the nation, what do you like? What do you like doing? Or, I don't know, eating? Do you have a guilty pleasure when it comes to ice cream parlors? Because I do.
I can't eat ice cream anymore.
Why?
Looks down at her stomach.
Ooh. Ooh. Internal scarring?
I had to stuff my intestines back inside my body.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Internal scarring. Got it.
I'm pretty sure they weren't put back in the right place. I'm
Yep.
no expert.
What can you eat then?
Soup.
I mean, melted ice cream is practically soup. Not the same though.
It's got like milk in it. Milk's a hard protein for the stomach to break down or some shit.
Oh, that's ass. Alright, there's gotta be
True.
something you can still do that makes you happy. That isn't like super hoo guru stuff.
Why do you ask?
Because I mean, you just don't generally look happy. And all you talk about is duty. There's got to be something else.
She, again, blows out that last breath of that cigarette. As she pulls out the other one, puts it in her mouth, she turns before she's about to light it. With it half in her mouth, she says, I like smoking.
Oh, come on.
Why?
That barely even counts as an activity.
What can I say? I'm just so boring.
She proceeds, like a very mature adult, to stick her tongue out.
Oh, you're glad. You should be glad that I spent all my energy the other day. Normally, I'd just kick you in the face if you did that.
That is not very nice. And probably something you could do and would succeed at.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
You stuck your tongue out. Technically, you started it.
I mean, you totally socially prodded me by saying you were just boring instead of giving me a good answer. Maybe you started it. Eyebrow waggle.
True. But I'm one to question.
Well, you're also one who's probably able to kick my ass, so by nation rules, you still win. Gotta love it.
She smiles. Well, I say smiles. The lips move in a way that you may consider a smirk. Yeah. Glass walkers.
Yep. All about the technicalities. That's the thing, right? That's one of the stereotypes, isn't it? I hope so. I could dig that.
I was just taught to punch harder than the guy that's punching you. There's a lot more in it, of course, but that's the basics.
I was taught to know my shit and be right. No amount of punching, no amount of kicking and screaming, no amount of crying changes being wrong. You're still wrong. You're just wrong in a bully, or wrong in a crybaby, or wrong in a whatever. Doesn't really work out as well as I thought it would.
Maybe one day I'll teach you how to actually punch. And you can be right and hit somebody hard when they're wrong.
Wouldn't that be a day? Oh my god, I'd kill to be right against rides. Just once. Just once. Cherish it forever.
Close.
She kind of shrugs. She
Let
just
me tell you
flops
from
back.
practice. I spend a lot of my time, not purposely, I don't think, brawling with Aruns. It's all about the first hit. Get a good start on them, and well, they just can't hold up.
I have yet to experience this particular tactic.
I mean, you nearly did it. But you just couldn't hold up against the speed that comes afterwards.
Nope.
But you'll get there. Smirks.
I mean, normally I'd leave it alone, but I don't know. I'll let you P&E.
Damn right, I'm gonna try the peony.
See if I even have the shit that I need to roll against it. Sort of.
It's alright.
Actually, I'm not gonna. She's not being that evasive about it.
One success.
I mean, one's all you need. It's like, I don't know. She knows.
Sorry, what was that?
It's basically, normally I just let shit go, but I don't know. She does know. She knows exactly why she didn't let it go.
Why don't you let it go?
There's kind of that evasive, like, that thing people do where they look like up and to the right when they're making some shit up or when they're being evasive in general.
Don't bullshit me.
So she kind of looks up and I mean, I don't know. He shoved Damon.
He shoved Damon.
Yeah.
Scrawny ginger kid.
Yeah.
Blinks. Why is he your boyfriend or something?
No, we grew up together. We're like best friends. You can roll Peony again or whatever the appropriate protecting a lie thing is because she's lying through her teeth.
Well, that's 4 successes.
Oh no, I'm rolling. I don't even. I don't have enough dice in the world. There's the slimmest chance. Nope.
Nope.
She's lying.
She smirks.
There's. It's definitely the no. We're like best friends. We grew up together.
She, the cold stare turned into a smirk. A pretty broad smirk at that. Not the half smirk you were getting. The kind of, I just caught you. As you can see it on her face that she knows exactly what you're trying to lie through your teeth. And she just turns back to the lake.
Hey. It's not like that.
It is.
It's nope. No. Because if it was like that, Maria would kill me. So it's definitely not like that. Besides,
have you fucked him yet?
No.
Hmm.
Roll again.
That's 2. 2 on that one.
Oh no! Oh, thank God! It's hasty, but she's like, no, 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 no,
Well,
no.
childhood friends. Takes us a little rough and tumble, and suddenly, well,
What?
what?
I mean, he's just a kinfolk.
So
Can't
were you
exactly
at one
punch
point?
back, and Rides is huge. Besides, like, I come back together. He doesn't.
No, but that was before you changed. Like you said, you were childhood friends.
Well, yeah.
Turns back to look at the lake. Like, that's none of my business, though.
But that's none of my business. Sips tea. But what? I'm just talking about the thing with Rides. What are you talking about? Childhood friends with Maria, you think we're... No.
Oh, I'm not saying anything. I've heard enough.
What? You heard nothing.
It's alright. Plus, he's kin, so one day you'll be able to, maybe settle down. Why not?
This place? Not likely. Besides, I am... Never mind, that is gonna sound like a dick thing to say.
What?
I immediately regret starting this sentence.
It's not my fault you gave the Ragabash fuel.
What?
It's not my fault you gave the Ragabath fuel and ammo.
Oh, ooh. No, I'm still not gonna... Nope. Nope. Not today, Satan. And she has been, by the way, like, flopped back on her back, like, and at one point had her hands tucked behind her head, and there was some panicked flailing involved in all the refuting. But as she's going, not today, Satan, she tucks the hands back under her head, like, nope, nope, nope. Oh, boy.
Is she... Shut the door. Yeah. Fuck you.
You are not muted.
I know I'm not.
Okay.
So, there's a bit of flailing, that...
Yeah, there was a no, flail.
You're alright, Sullivan.
Yeah.
For a glasswalker.
I mean, I'll take it. So, hey, Juno, would you say at least, passingly that we're friends? Casual friends? Fond acquaintances?
That's the most awkward way I've ever been asked that.
Yep. Hands down.
Why are you asking that?
Because you know what friends totally wouldn't do?
What they would what?
Because friends totally wouldn't tell
Oh,
a guy's
David,
sister about her suspicions. Her totally unfounded suspicions.
I mean, I'm good friends with Maria, too.
Oh. I mean, do you like me having a whole face? Please don't make her suspicious. She already gives me the side eye. Please, 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 please.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Thank you.
Unless you pissed me off anyway. But like I said, you just gave a rag bash fuel. You should really stop doing that.
I mean, you've decided a thing.
I haven't
And
decided. Your face and your reactions kind of confirmed it.
no, you have decided a thing, and I have refuted a thing. And the downside when it's your word versus my word is the one that she chooses to believe, because she wants to believe it is the one that's right, and then I get no more face.
I mean, you can challenge me for it.
What? I don't.
Smirks.
I don't think that word means what you guys think it does.
Glasswalkers.
Words have meanings. They matter.
Why, if this matters that much? I'm joking. I'm not going to say anything.
She looks like she was seriously considering it for about half a second. You go, I'm joking, and she like kind of goes, "Oh, thank God."
Unless you want to fight, then I don't really mind.
I mean, not especially.
Like I said, I'm more now.
Yeah.
Although next time you might not get the same grace.
Well, I will accept the grace while it's in the offing.
Since we're friends and all.
There's a big old doofy smirk. So giving, so caring. This friend of mine.
I'm not a blackmailing person. I do things fair.
Well, I already appreciate this about you.
Please, do I look like an edgelord?
Edgelord? I mean, it's not wrong, but it's pretty funny.
She finishes off the last cigarette, puts it on the pile. She gets the can, bottoms up, downs it, kind of crushes it in her hand. Not crushing it like, but like bending it in half, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
He puts it down next to the pile, on top of the pile, like a cherry on the cake kind of thing. Like, yeah, that's entertaining. She starts to pull herself up.
Run out of cigarettes? Grin.
I always carry spare. She pulls out a pack of 10 rather than the pack of 40 she was smoking.
Oh, God. I didn't know a pack of 40 was a thing. What the crap?
My brother gets them. I don't even know if they're imported or what, but they do the job.
Yeah, I bet they do.
You know where I am if you want to talk.
Yep.
But
I'll hunt you down while you're having a meaningful smoking moment again. It'll be great.
Although under the circumstances, ignoring all that, that offer still stands. She just starts to walk off.
There's the buh. Eyebrows, she gets that like that half-second glimpse of like her eyebrows popping up in the what? And yeah, she turns and starts walking. Charlotte does not call her back. Charlotte just kind of goes, "What?"
You see her as she's walking. Yeah, the shoulders hunch over. The head goes down, as you can tell. As they raise back up, as she kind of waves her right hand a bit. The big plume of smoke went out from in front of her. Of course, she just lit another cigarette.
Naturally.
You see her, she starts walking off. She doesn't follow the path. She just walks straight across it, straight through the trees, and almost like all would consider somebody that knows how to beeline or just knows exactly where they want to go. Kind of the determination of, I am going here now.
Well, very well. Then, as the two of them part ways, or, well, one of them goes that way, and the other one sits on the ground going, but what? I think we can safely call it a scene. And I shall end it there. Da-na-na.